So this week has definitely been the most amazing week of pregnancy that I've ever had, and I'm so excited to share with you what happened whilst I've been 34 weeks pregnant. Hi guys, and welcome to my 34-week pregnancy update. It gets so scary when I'm getting to through the 30s. I don't even know, honestly, I just get speechless even thinking about how quickly everything has gone over the past few weeks. I think I've touched on this before, but honestly, ever since week 20, the rest of the weeks have just whizzed by. Ever since I knew that we were expecting a little girl, everything has just gone so quickly, and it's so weird. And I'm gonna have a baby next month, and that's mind-blowing. I'm definitely not prepared at all. But this week has been the most amazing week of pregnancy, and I want to start on the positive first, because I can get onto my symptoms after this, but I just wanted to touch on this because honestly I basically was held a surprise baby shower, and Rich's sister, mum, and my mum were all behind it and organised everything, and I didn't know it was coming. Me and Rich went into town to do some shopping, and then I came back home, and literally as I opened the door, I saw banners everywhere. There was a buffet worth of food on in my kitchens, and it was held at mine, but I had no idea. And all of my family were there, my friends were there, friends from work, everyone travelled. My best friend from Bristol came, and she travelled that. One of my friends from work, she travelled back from seeing her boyfriend at uni early to come, and my sister even came, and she was at uni as well, and all of these people came together to celebrate the fact that we're going to be welcoming this little baby girl into the world really soon. And I'm not joking, I think that it was the most thoughtful thing that anyone has ever done for me. And I don't say that lightly, but honestly, I did not expect it. I said to Rich, if I'd have expected it, I would have worn something nicer, because I thought we were just going into town, having a mooch around town, and when you lose yourself for a bit over the weekend. We went in on a Sunday, it's normally quite quiet. So I was wearing baggy jumper, leggings, Ugg boots, didn't really do my hair very well. I wasn't wearing a very good foundation, when you don't expect to see anyone. I was dressed like that. And then to have come home and be surprised by all of my amazing friends and family that came together to celebrate, I was honestly so overwhelmed, and I didn't even know what to say. I came in, I was like, what's going on? Oh my God. And it was just so amazing, and I've just been on cloud nine ever since, because like I said, I didn't expect it. I didn't think I'd have a baby shower, and the fact that all of these people came together for me, it's just really amazing, really. And I didn't even think to film anything, because it was just so oh my God. I only got a few photos. I took a few videos of decorations and stuff, so I'll be inserting them in, but it was just amazing. We played baby games. I got some amazing cute gifts. The girl from my work that has already left on maternity leave, she came, and literally she could pop at any time. So we could have had a waters breaking in my house situation, but she didn't, and it was just so amazing. And I just honestly, I just wanted to thank everyone that went to that effort to surprise me. Rich was behind it, because obviously he had to get me back for a certain time. He left the back door open so people could come in, and I really didn't expect it. Like I said, if I did, then I probably would have worn something a lot nicer. But honestly, it was just amazing, and I just, ever since, I've honestly been on a bit of a high from it, and it's just, like I said, it was just one of the most thoughtful things that anyone has ever done for me, and it was amazing. And we played games, and it was just so much fun, and it was just so nice to have everyone together. My friends met my other friends for the first time, and my family met my friends, and all things like that. It was just so lovely. But yeah, it was just the cutest thing ever, and I'm just so excited for her to come now. She's got this massive support system of family and friends around her, and she hasn't even been born yet, and she's already so loved. And it's so exciting. But yeah, honestly, that was the most that was the highlight of the whole week, and it's been the highlight, I think, of the whole pregnancy for me, because it was just amazing. And I just, like, once everyone left and it was kind of all over, I just was sat there to Rich and I was like, people did that, like, for me. Like, that was just, it was just amazing, and I just can't thank everyone that came enough. I was just overwhelmed. Even thinking about it, I just keep getting really overwhelmed by it, but it was amazing, and I just had the best afternoon, and it was just so kind of everyone to have gone out of their way to have come together for me, and I hope that everyone had as much of a good time as I did, because it was so good. But yeah, I kind of wanted to start on that because it's a really good positive, and I was just so happy from it, and it's really has set the mood for the rest of this pregnancy, I think, just thinking about how everyone came together. But I am going to get onto my symptoms next, because there's quite a lot to talk about, and I don't want this video to be like half an hour long. I'm totally like contrasting all the positivity with a bit of a negative symptom, but I mentioned before that I was getting really bad cramps in my legs at night, and this week they have got so much worse that they are constant. They don't even go away. I just have constant cramps in my legs all the time, and it's so painful. And I found that the only thing that's helped relieve the pain, it doesn't get rid of the cramps, but it helps, is I get like a hot water bottle, I put it at the end of the bed, and I put it on like a pillow as well, so I can like rest my feet or like the bottom of my legs on it, which definitely helps like take away just the like tingling sensation that I just get woken up by. So that's good, and having it on a pillow, like elevating your feet can help as well. So like anything that like the internet suggests I do, I'm trying. So that's been really annoying, and I've literally, like, it's been the same every night, and I've just dreaded going to sleep because I know I'm not going to sleep very well. And I know a lot of people are like, well, it's preparation for when the baby gets here, but I just feel so knackered, and I'm still working full time, so I could just do with a little bit more sleep, really. Especially just before she's born, I kind of want to muster up all the energy I can at this point, because if I'm like sleepless now, God help me when she comes. I'm definitely going to bring that up in my next midwife appointment. I had another midwife appointment this week, the 34-week update, and I forgot to mention it, and to be honest, I saw her like on the Tuesday, so it was quite early on in like the weeks, but the fact it's happened every night since, and it's continued to happen as I'm looking back on the 34th week, it's just like, I'm going to bring it up. There surely has to be something that can be done to help, because I'm just so, like, not in pain, but I cannot ever get like comfortable. I'm constantly uncomfortable. I'm constantly waking up in the night, which leads me up until my next point. I'm literally getting up at least twice a night now. I gloated a few weeks ago that I don't even need to wake up in the night. Like, she's not been that bad. Yeah, I've again learned to eat my words, because I'm having to get up like twice every night to go to the toilet, because she is just pushing on my bladder. She's so big now. I will show you a belly shot at the end of the video, but she's getting so big that it's, of course she's squishing my bladder, like God knows where even it is in my body, but she is getting big and my bladder has nowhere to go. So I'm having to constantly get up and go to the toilet at night. I will touch a little bit more on my midwife appointment this week. I mentioned that we went to a consultant and we had the scan, and she didn't say anything about it. Like, she didn't say why she didn't call. It's just constantly frustrating. Rich came with me this time because I really wanted him there, because last time there were so many questions I wish I had asked, but I didn't really think of them until I came out, whereas Rich is very level-headed, and if someone gives him a piece of information, he'll want to understand it. So he was there more really for reassurance for me, so that if she were to say something like what she said in my last appointment that just filled me with worry, Rich will know to ask the right questions. But literally we were like in and out in like 8 minutes. She hasn't touched on giving birth yet, and I feel like she should have done that by this point. So in my next appointment, I'm going to make sure that I bring it up if she doesn't, and kind of just be like, I need a bit more information, because I don't really know. Like, I have an idea in my head in terms of what pain relief I want and don't want, but that's really is because of watching other people's YouTube videos and like talking to people about their experience in a hospital, but I don't know what will work for me. And obviously every birth is so different that you can go in with like the best birth plan in the world, but it probably won't go to plan. So I really want some more information about that. I want her to tell me how to recognise the fact that I'm in labour, and it could, you know, technically happen from any time. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen obviously until you're like full term, or at least her due date for me, hopefully. But yeah, I feel like she should have given me more information at this stage, because we were like so in and out and we felt quite rushed, I think. But I wish that we had more things to think about coming away from it, really. But I don't know whether it's a plan to do it next week, or no, not next week, my next appointment, which is 36 weeks. But yeah, if she doesn't bring it up next time, I'm going to ask her, because I just feel clueless and I don't want something to happen that I feel like I should have recognised before. And obviously I know people that have had like the bloody show this early on, and things like that, like what to do in those situations. And obviously the midwives never answer their phone, so I kind of want to know who to call for what. But other than that, from the midwife appointment, she took my blood pressure, that was absolutely fine. She like checked my urine sample, that was fine. Everything was just fine. She measured me, but she didn't mark on the percentile chart the size that I was, which I'm kind of like happy about and not happy about. Like I wish she did, so I knew where I now stood. But last time she did that, she said I was measuring small, and at the scan they told me she was almost 6 pounds. So, you know, I don't really mind. I think that it's to be taken with a pinch of salt anyway, so I don't think that that matters too much. The craziest thing this week is that I have only 4 weeks left at work. That time is going so quickly. I find that my weeks at work used to drag so much. They used to go so slow. But now they are whizzing by like no one's business. I just feel like it almost needs to slow down a little bit, because I'm getting to the point where I'm doing like the final of everything, and I'm like, I'm not ready to like go. And it's weird to think that I'm not going to be back at work for like 10 months after I go off, because I'm taking the 9 months statutory maternity leave, or not that it's statutory, but like that's how much you get paid for. And then I've got about 5 weeks left of holiday that I can add on to the end of that as well. So I'm going to have lots of time off, which is amazing. And I don't know on what terms I'm going to go back to. I don't need to start thinking about that yet. But to have only 4 weeks left is crazy, and yeah, it feels pretty real. The other thing that Rich has done this week for me is got like my little holdall bag out of the loft. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm taking one that I would take like when I went travelling, and it's like cabin size suitcase, so you can like take it on board flights and stuff, which is cool. So it's not like a big suitcase, but it's big enough that I managed to pack for like a 4-day holiday in Mallorca. So I think that packing a hospital bag will be fine in that one. And I'm also going to take the changing bag with all the baby stuff. So I'm hoping to do a video about all of the things that I'm packing too. But even at this stage, I'm still kind of learning what I need to take. But I have got like most things now, because the day of my baby shower, we obviously went into town and been at, like, unbeknown to me that people were at my house like setting up, but I actually went in there with the purpose of getting more stuff for the hospital bag, and I've got quite a lot of things now. I think that I've got like most things for it, so I'll start packing that soon, and then hopefully I'll do a video and show you like what I've packed, and then you guys can tell me if I've forgotten anything, because that's my biggest worry. But then it's one of those things that if you do, I'm sure Rich can just go out and get something if I need it. So that's been happening this week. Honestly, I'm getting through these things, but there's still quite a few things to get through, so it's been a very busy week. So at the beginning of this week, and it's kind of been quite constant, I have felt just really crap in myself, really unsettled and really like uncomfortable. At the beginning of week 34, I actually went to bed at 8 p.m. I had work the next day and I just could really do with the sleep. This was before I had the constant cramps like all the time. Like my cramps have only just got worse throughout the week. But I went to bed at 8 o'clock at night. My mum and dad were going to watch a new a film in the cinema, and they asked if I wanted to go, and it was at 8:30, and I was like, that is just way too late for me, because by the time it ends, I'll probably be asleep in the cinema, and I've been known to do that quite a lot. So I just like went to bed at 8. I was reading my hypnobirthing book, and I was just trying to like chill myself out a bit, because I felt so rubbish, and sometimes all you need to do is just sleep, and I'm trying to listen to my body. If it's telling me to sleep, I'm going to sleep. So that's what kind of happened at the beginning of the week, and then throughout the week I've just felt worse. Like I've had this constant headache that I've still got now, and I've had it for about 4 days, which is just horrible. I mentioned like in my really early updates that I used to get like really bad migraines and headaches. That was like a really bad symptom, so I seem to be having that. I'm feeling really uncomfortable in terms of like sitting. You know, she's getting so big that like sitting down, I'm like constantly having to like move my back and like just move everything because it's all like a bit uncomfortable. Another like really annoying symptom that I've began having, I touched on this a few weeks ago as well, that I had it like now and again. But this week, like whenever I bend down, I'm getting really bad acid reflux. So I'm like, it's just horrible. Like if you guys have had it, it's just like, ugh, it's like horrid. And if I like drop something, I just normally accept the fact that I've just dropped it, and I just either ask Rich to pick it up, or if I'm at work, I ask someone to pick something up, because I can bend down and like get things, but it's just having like acid reflux is just like, ugh, it's horrible. And yeah, I've kind of touched on the last point, the fact that I've had this really bad headache. For me, when like before pregnancy, whenever I would have a headache, paracetamol never would touch it. I would have to like have ibuprofen or like headache relief tablets and like really strong medication or antibiotics to help move it, because I don't normally suffer from headaches that much, but when I do, they're really bad. But honestly, even just can only have paracetamol, or like I can have cocodamol, but I just don't really want to go down there unless I have to. So I've been having paracetamol every like 4 to 6 hours, and I'm trying to like limit it. I don't want to take too much, but it's just been constant, and it's like one of those like really tensiony pains here that I can like feel, and it's just, oh, it's horrible. It makes me really sensitive to light and things like that. So that's been the fun symptoms, but honestly, just having the baby shower has made up for everything. I would like do it all over again, because that was just the most amazing afternoon. But before I finish this video, I do want to show you a bump shot, because I'm like bursting at the seams at this t-shirt. I feel like I've grown so much over the past couple of weeks. I didn't show you my belly shot last week, so I'll show you this week, and I'll show you like with clothes and without. But yeah, I'm getting huge. So this is my maternity top. This is from New Look actually. I absolutely love it. From the side, look how big she's got. When I compare this to videos that I filmed when I was like so early on, I feel like I've just got huge recently. That's it from that side. And from that side, she's so big. And literally my top is like bursting. But I love the fact that this is like long enough to hide it. And then without, look how big my belly is. She's definitely like long and like up to there, and her head is like engaged down here, so she's really big. And from this side. And stretch mark wise, so my stretch marks haven't really grown since my last update, but they are obviously still there. But there's no like growth on them, but I can tell that they're there, and I've still got some on my pubic bone as well. But yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like. And the ones on my side, excuse where my jeans have been, that's not a stretch mark. But these ones have grown like a teeny tiny bit more. But I have been using the Palmer's stretch mark range, and they've been like really good at preventing them from like going any further. So I'm just going to keep applying like all the products from that range and hope for the best. But yeah, it's definitely living up to the fact that she's meant to be a melon this week, a honeydew melon, because she's so big. So that's it for my 34-week pregnancy update. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and have enjoyed keeping up to date with how my pregnancy is going. I can't believe that in a few weeks' time I'm not going to have these videos going up on my channel, but instead I'll actually have a baby. It's weird. It's really weird. Let me know if I'm the only one that finds that like the weirdest concept, the fact that for some reason, like, I will get like, I'll understand that she's a baby in there, but then for some other reasons, like I forget that she's actually like real, and I'm gonna meet her, and we've done, you know, we've been pregnant for a very long time and it's almost time to meet her, and it's just crazy. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know down below how your pregnancy is going, or you know, if you know anyone that's pregnant or whatever. I love having a chat with you guys, so just let me know down below, and like this video if you've enjoyed it. It really does help me out so much, and yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.